Let's get started. So what we did yesterday? Probity. What is probity in governance? Attitude towards? What attitude? Upright attitude. Positive attitude towards active mind in promotion of civil services values. Probity also. What else we discuss? Code of conduct. Now, concept of public service. There should be uniformity in public service. There should be service with dignity, cost effective, and quality of service also in public services. So that is public service. And what else? And code of conduct. Code of ethics. Code of conduct are the conduct rules that govern the behavior of civil servants, which are largely legal, is enforceable. These more of don'ts. This they should not do, not do, not do, not do. And code of ethics is more of do's, which are desirable. Code of conduct will ensure accountability but not responsibility. This is code of conduct and code of ethics. Also, we discussed further how code of ethics is promoted in the Scandinavian countries. In the US also, Department of Ethics is there. UK Nolan Committee became the precursor for 7 principles which are adopted by the UK Civil Services, and UK Civil Services is based on ethical principles. Promotion of ethics, UK Civil Service motive is ethics. Okay. So, and what were the ARC2? ARC2? What is exemplary behavior?
It is the act of showing differential treatment or something that is immutable by others.
Okay, immutable maybe. But ARC2 talks exemplary behavior that you should treat each citizen with respect and dignity. That is talks about examine devotion to duty. You should be unstinting devotion to duty. That is, in all times there should be devotion to duty. So we also further discuss how even if they are separated, but there can be overlapping also, like the All India Service Rules 2014, which includes which values? All India Service Rules 2014 includes which values? Neutrality. Yes, neutrality, accountability, transparency, social justice. So this also is a conduct rule, but also include certain ethical values also. So code of ethics can also be found in code of conduct, but there are certain differences as well. Now, code of conduct. Code of ethics. Code of conduct, what can be difference? It deals with the legal side. Legal side. This deals with moral side. These are enforceable, desirable, then yes, largely don'ts, largely do's. Then this is punishment will be there for violation. Punishment will come from where? Moral conscience? No, no. Moral conscience. Will punish. Then responsible. Accountable. This is responsible. This is more or less external. This is internal. This deals with the legal quality of decision making. This deals with ethical quality. To write down, this is important. Your favorite question of UPSC. Open past year papers, you will find lot of questions on this code of conduct and code of ethics. Deals with the legal side. This deals with the moral side. Enforceable is desirable. Largely don'ts, do's. Punishment for violation. Legal punishment for violation. Legal punishment for violation. Punishment will come from moral conscience. This largely checks accountability. This deals with the responsibility. This is external. This is internal. Legal quality of decision making. It's ethical quality of decision making. Enforceable, desirable. That is, it has legal sanctions. This has moral sanctions. Moral sanctions. Punishment for violation means legal sanction. That is however, they are considered as a both are the same sides, they are the two sides of the same coin. Both are needed. Legal sanctions and moral sanctions are also needed. There is also, like discussed in India, there is code of conduct but not code of ethics. So that's why there should be a code of ethics for civil servants, because only legality cannot ensure quality of decision making. You need morality also in quality of decision making. Various examples we have discussed how discretion is wrongly exercised, absence of code of ethics or ethics. That's why government may become accountable, may fix accountability, but accountability government can fix, but responsibility can't be fixed many times, is not fixed also many times. So Manipur violence, accountability, yes, but responsibility, no. Government may have arrested people who are behind this violence, but ultimate responsibility is upon who? The state government and the union government. This responsibility was not fixed. Further, Government cannot have dual standards. RJ car hospital, I guess. Maybe both they are trying to fix, union government. But Badlapur case, this also happened recently. Here, accountability, no responsibility is being fixed because same government, the center and the state, they can't have dual standard. That's why code of ethics is also required for civil, for politicians also. Then only there can be ethical governance. That's why both are required. Generally, the relationship is given as rules, I guess, rules, laws, code of conduct, code of ethics, and here individual values. Here you can conscience or character, but code of ethics also incorporates this, but this way also it's represented. In the top, this should be the guiding factor. Code of ethics, individual values, code of conduct, rules and laws, etc. Has the CM taken the responsibility for everything? Moral responsibility lies at the top of the government. Home Minister, Union Home Minister also. Breakdown, law and order is the responsibility of the state. There was a total breakdown of law and order. State should be responsible for that. Total collapse. If there would have been dismissal of the government, there should be dismissal and take moral responsibility and resign. The CM should. As he resigned also, then all that drama, he is claiming that member of other MLAs torn apart his resignation. So, I took my resignation back. Cannot escape responsibility. Write down this all we had. You have not written that conduct rules also of 2014, right? Okay, right. Comparison between code of conduct and code of ethics. Comparison between code of conduct and code of ethics. Although in general, both are used interchangeably, and they mean the same thing, as conduct rules in India also have ethical principles, as conduct rules in India also have ethical principles. Such as all India Service Conduct Rules 2014. Write those values: neutrality, accountability, transparency, social justice. Therefore, they may not be completely separable. Neutrality, accountability, transparency, social justice. Therefore, they may not be completely separable. Now, these differences should come. ये लिख लिया ना सब में. So below that, right? However, this is the conclusion of this. Okay, after differences. However, they are considered two sides of the same coin. Both are essential for proper conduct. However, they are the two sides of the same coin. Both are essential for proper conduct. And will complement each other. Both are essential for proper conduct and will complement each other. Apart from civil services, today there is emphasis on adoption of code of ethics. For all public servants, adoption of code of ethics for all public servants. MPs, that is MPs, MLAs, ministers, judges, because ethics has become more important. Ethics has become more important. Merely rules, laws. Ethics has become more important, and merely rules, laws may not be able to ensure good behavior. Ensure good behavior. Now write that example of Manipur, RJ Car Hospital, Badlapur case. You can make this table also. Manipur violence, accountability, but no responsibilities. Fix RJ Car, accountability, Badlapur case, accountability, no responsibility. Relate responsibility with ethics, code of ethics. That is what the intention of this is. State government is नहीं वो सुप्रीम कोर्ट सब चल रहा है ना वहाँ पे. They have largely accepted the responsibility. There is no denial. There can't be dual standards. That what it instant. Yes. Central government is also responsible. They break the major breakdown of law and order. Central government is responsible because Article 356, governor can send a report to the president that certain law and order issues is wrong. That way, they are also responsible for this. And yes, Supreme Court also has justified when law and order collapses, the central government can dismiss the state government. Because code of ethics also is needed for citizens, otherwise we know they find a way around law, even if law is there. One interesting incident I saw yesterday while traveling. I guess people who wear turban, they are exempted from helmet. 6. One person, I was watching him, he was traveling. He was wearing turban, then looked a bit shabby. So I had a doubt. After the main road, he went to the interior roads, he removed that. He didn't have long hair also. So see how people find way around the law. What can you do? Law is there, I guess in the main roads only CCTV etc. are there. In the interior roads, it's not there. So draw this, can be helpful. हो गया ये सबका. So let's do work culture. हाँ कैमरा बंद है तो वो चार्जिंग होता है वो. So work culture. What is work culture? Very good. To the point answer. Anyone want to try something? Work culture. The way people behave and talk and how they do their work is work culture. That is a way of life in the organization. That is work culture. How culture in the society dictates the society's way of living. Similarly, work culture dictates the way of living of people in that organization. How they interact with each other. How employees talk with each other. How employer and employees relationship is. That will define the work culture. Objectives of the organization will also define work culture. So clear what is work culture? The way people in the organization talk, behave. That is work culture. How employees behave with their employers. What is the relationship between employers and employees? That is work culture. It's a way of life of people in the organization. And we all know organization exists in a society. A society will influence the work culture. Western society, different work culture. Indian society, different work culture. Because this organization, this is society, employees will come from the society only. And products and rules, regulation will come from this society. The society will influence the work culture. What all other factors will influence work culture? Factors influencing work culture. Yes, that is society. Okay. Organization. Values, yes, foundational values. Foundational values will influence. Then, objectives of organization. What are the objectives? That will also influence. Objectives of public organization is public service and private sector is profit. So that will influence this work culture. How there will be a higher degree of professionalism in private sector as compared to this, because it's service motive. We have to be compassionate also. Professionalism in private sector is what? You have to just make money. That is professionalism. Also, leadership will also influence work culture. Modi ji, charismatic leader, different work culture. During coalition government, different work culture. The bureaucrats were told by Modi ji to become responsive or you will perish, perform or perish. Coalition government, difficult to control bureaucracy. That's why bureaucracy, whenever strong government, bureaucracy is very shaky, weak. We know Indira Gandhi times, bureaucracy was asked to bend, they started to crawl. Very spineless bureaucracy in single party government. Physical and financial resources also influence the work culture, and democratic environment will have different work culture. But there is participation, different work culture. Where there is top down, triangular, hierarchical organization, different work culture. In this organization, everyone will fear the person at the top. In here, everyone is like a colleague, friend. More creativity and innovation will happen here. Here, routine activities. And it doesn't mean that who is at the top is competent. The bottom level employees may have higher knowledge and higher expertise. Only because of this, at the topness, there will be power and authority. There is also Peter principle, etc. That is not useful for you. That justifies that these people may not necessarily be experts. These people can be experts. That's why very complex environment public sector works in. Also, work culture will define quality of service, public service or etc. Pride of workmanship, whether you feel proud to work in an organization. That will also define the work culture. If people don't feel proud in the working for organization, here they feel proud, they will start become totally disinterested and apathetic towards the organization. तुम बोलो काम करने, काम नहीं करेंगे. What are you going to do? You are here till 60 years. उनको भी पता है हम 60 साल तक तो है ही यहाँ पे. Very complex environment in public sector. You go to this organization, you are at the top. Minister corrupt, everyone नीचे से ऊपर सब corrupt. Everyone minister's favorite. What are you going to do? You cannot do anything. You think you will change organization? They will change you before you can change. Also, it depends on the inducements and incentives which are offered in an organization. That is also defines the work culture. Ideal benefaction, associated attractiveness. If it is there, good work culture. Associated attractiveness means they will make organization attractive. For you to work there, you will like the infrastructure, you will like your colleagues. Attractiveness is very important in private sector to attract talent. In public sector, go and see public sector. कितने दिन से तो furniture बोलेंगे, fans, furniture, it's pre-independence era. They will feel proud also. Not attractive work culture. So in general, it is observed business sector has better work culture than public sector. Business sector has better work culture than public sector. Also observed Western countries have better work culture than India's work culture. We know how there is work and life balance. It is giving very much importance. People don't call after office hours, etc. Very good work culture. People are innovative. You also know how every innovation happened in the West. Major innovation. Can you tell Indian innovation? What has happened recently? You may say UPI. UPI, but I guess China had already invented VPay or something. Optic fiber, where? India. I need to check optic fiber, but then how West was using it. That's many things are there. Then people may say one telephone. I need to check. Where glass light travels in the wire for internet communication. Yes, but it is not marketed and publicized to a large scale. AI etc. is happening there only. See, no AI etc. Niti Aayog had submitted report, we want to create India as a AI garage. What happened to that garage? Also, there is also bureaucracy. Bureaucracy, different work culture, public service motive, and this is private sector professional work culture. Just because it works on, it also depends on the work culture can vary from organization to organization. Within government, ISRO, highly successful, and in DRDO, work culture may be different. Maybe democratic environment, everyone is there. If you want in your organization that people should have self-commitment, you should ensure they feel that they are the owners of this organization. You integrate their objectives into objectives of organization. Then they'll feel this is my organization. You give them autonomy, then they'll get self-directed and self-motivated. Yes, compassionate capitalism is that also one way. Organizational objectives is equal to individual objectives. When this happens, the organization will flourish like anything. That is, it will promote good culture. Everyone is a boss there. Everyone has equal authority and power. Then, what are some positives, negatives of say public sector work culture? Indian bureaucracy, you take. Service motive? Yes, tell something. You must be knowing. Work culture, service motive. Hopefully, service motive. Uniformity. Then, jobs, that is positive. Yes, objectivity, accountability, certain level of accountability is at least there. Objectivity, impartiality, at least conduct rules, etc. is there to ensure. Continuity and merit. This continuity. This is Weberian ethos. Loyalty and commitment, service. And negatives. No quality of service. Take prominent, everything is. Yes, red tapeism. I think Prime Minister again in Independence speech has said red tape to red carpet. Every year he keeps saying the nowadays same thing. Because why? Public administration in India, very less research happens. New things you should also get. Whatever was written in second ARC he has said in 10 years, where he will get new research now. Research happens in US. In India, political science, even in JNU, they are fighting for a separate department from political science. So research doesn't happen here. So from where he will bring more things? Indian scholars mostly, yes, Indian administration, some studies have been conducted, but they are very outdated now. Aurora Goel, they have conducted, but what theoretical aspects, all development happens in the West. Indian scholar just copies and pastes in their book. So that's why research, that's why efficiency in Indian administration is very low. No research, no study. What model you will adopt? We adopted that LPG red tape to red carpet. What happened? It's not suitable. That is centric, society-centric administration should be there. The same model we discussed how Bavarian bureaucracy is adopted world over may not be suitable for India. Indian problems are complex. Anyway, negative is elite, my baap attitude, ruling class mindset. We have mindset of ruling class. We are here to rule, not to serve. Ruling class mindset. Then also that nexus, corruption. This tells something. Law oriented, rules oriented, no flexibility. This? Yes, Babu Dome. This is all nothing but Babu Dome. Yes, ivory tower, watching from a tower, not going in the field. Ivory tower approach. Good. You are remembering technical terms also. So, business sector. See, we are discussing in terms of work culture. Okay. This is very helpful in case studies, everything. This you can use. We were not able to complete in 15 minutes. Because, why? Irrelevant stuff you people are writing. That's why it took more time. More practice. Let's see on Sunday we'll keep only answer writing practice and we'll discuss also. Let's see, we'll keep this Sunday. It's okay for you, everyone? Everyone will come, na? Okay, then we'll plan on Sunday. Tomorrow also there will be class. Same time. Sunday we'll plan in the morning. Sunday we'll plan in the morning answer writing. So what is positives of business sector? Efficiency, highly efficient, because without efficiency they will die. Profit won't rise. Efficiency. And result oriented. They want results. In bureaucracy, service oriented, because results we don't know. It can come after several decades. Can you reduce poverty within 5 years? Result won't come. That all perseverance is also needed in public services. Result orientation. So highly professional agency. Highly professional. They will mind their own business. They won't do gossip in their organization. If they do, then your chances of promotion etc. goes down. They know everything. Your boss knows everything in private organization. Also, innovation and entrepreneurship happens here. Lot of flexibility. Negatives. Yes, profit orientation leads to greediness. Then, chronic capitalism. Yes, absence of corporate governance. Self-centered, largely self-centered. Monopoly, corruption, etc. So, in recent times, there has been debate or practices also to bring positives from here to positives in here. We merge this, both positives. So, this is PPPPP. So, managerial ethos combines with bureaucratic ethos, social ethos, democratic ethos. So, this will promote efficiency in government organization also. Many cases, and also public. This public service motive is also been got here. How? Business sector also public service. Yes, corporate social responsibility. So this is also happening. Largely private, public, under democratic ethos. This will bring bureaucratic ethos, no, managerial ethos. Bureaucratic ethos, democratic ethos. Under the umbrella of democratic ethos. This is largely how the partnership should be. That is, it should have democratic accountability also. That's why there is a need for accountability in PPP projects. it many times have been found the same. So understood the concept of work culture. What is work culture? What? तो आगे भी थोड़ा एक ही लाइन लिखोगे. Explain work culture. Yes. In the behave, talk, the prevailing environment, the organization is the work culture. The society also influences, and work culture also influences the society. There is a two-way relationship. Largely, society influences more work culture because business sector better work culture, Western countries better work culture. This is largely in brief what is work culture. Now write down this much. Work culture, the way people behave, the way people behave, talk and do work, in an organization, it is the prevailing environment. It is the prevailing environment in terms of employees' behavior, in terms of employer-employer behavior, in terms of employer-employee behavior, in terms of employer-employee behavior, in relation to work, and objectives of the organization. Right, next para. It is a way of life. The way of life at the workplace. The way culture is a way of life of people in society. The way it is a way of life of people at the workplace. The way culture is. The way culture is a way of life of people in the society. The way culture is the way of life of people in the society. Work culture is influenced by following factors. Right, foundational values of an organization, the factors which influence work culture. Foundational values of an organization. Objectives of organization. Objectives of an organization. Next, leadership. Quality of human resource. Next, physical and financial resources. Societal values. Level of democratic environment. Whether there is pride in workmanship. Whether there is pride in workmanship. Right, next para. Work culture has become an important. Work culture has become an important determinant for productivity performance. Important determinant for productivity performance. Probity, productivity, performance, probity, and quality of service. In general, it has been observed that first, business sector has a better work culture than public sector. Next, Western society has a better work culture than developing countries. Western society has a better work culture than developing countries. Next one, work culture has become a distinguishing factor. Work culture has become a distinguishing factor between organizations. Distinguishing factor between organizations. Such as bureaucratic work culture, in public sector, and professionalism in private sector. You can also write how ISRO has a better work culture than DRDO. ISRO having better work culture than DRDO. You can relate with the innovation, creativity, etc. Better work culture than maybe people they are working having pride of workmanship. They are self-motivated by public service motive. They are working for the betterment of the country. They may having the feeling also people may having autonomy there. A matrix type organization, a flat organization it may be having. That's why and individual goals may be integrated with organizational goals. People must be feeling, yes, it's my duty to serve my country and serve the country through space technologies, satellites, etc. So that way, better work culture in ISRO. DRDO We don't know what innovation is happening. I guess, so many years it took to build one light combat aircraft. And we are still importing Rafale, etc. from France. And what MiG-21, MiG and that. So write next positives and negative characteristics of work culture in Indian bureaucracy. Positives and negatives of work culture in Indian bureaucracy. So write positive, make these two columns, positive, negative. So under positive write service motive. Next, uniformity. Service motive, uniformity, accountability, objectivity, impartiality, merit and continuity in service. Merit, continuity in service. Write in negatives now. Loyalty, spirit of commitment, Weberian ethos, plurality. Loyalty, commitment, spirit of service. The service motive already has come, so. Yes, you are there in the service, serving till 60 years. There is no hire and fire. So you will get a feeling I belong to this organization. But that also backfires. Even if I don't work, I'll be there till 60. It doesn't matter. We also know how it's difficult to remove a person, public servant, civil servant, 311 article, pleasure of the president. 2010 also, pleasure of the president. 311, appointing authority will remove the person. So people get lot of, I don't know what exact one, but people get used to all this. They understand the nuances of government, how government works, what are the loopholes. One such loophole was exploited by IS Maharashtra. My father was also, he may have known this loopholes are there, I can get fake certificate, etc. Can you imagine? So many fake certificates are there, but this got explored. Also many are there in auditing services. I also know few people who have faked PH certificates. What UPSC said in the statement that they don't have the wherewithal to check the disability of everyone. She was removed because she changed her name multiple times. On that basis they removed her, not because of disability certificate. They don't have the wherewithal. It is, see, that is very much accepted as a technical skill. How can generalists have this? It's the work of those doctors, etc., hospital districts. They are issuing certificates. It's their work to check. If this gets compromised, what are you going to do? So many district hospital, you go certificate shopping at district hospital. One rejects, go to other, go to that. Many people have these loopholes, but I guess they will fix now. They will have a strict board. Board is already there in medical. When medical test happens, there is board sets, because I remember one PH was there. 3-4 doctors sat. They were verifying his PH. She didn't go for medical, no? The reason she gave, she went to that private hospital. But there also, not all that medical happens. Not every hospital is strict. Whatever hospital I got, they were strict that time. But I also did, they just ask you, sab theek hai kya? It's okay then. So negatives, right? Elite, my baap, ruling class mindset. Every tower, ruling class mindset. Right, next point, status quo, red tapist, Status quo, red tapeism. You know why it is called red tape? Red tapist. Why it is called red? Bureaucracy is called as red tapist.
Slow.
The red cue, white tape, green tape, blue tape. Huh? Yes, very good. The file covers traditionally were red tape thread is tied. The files will keep lying. So that is red tapist. तो file का cover हटता नहीं. No digital India में what they talk? No file. Virtual tapist. Virtually वो files पड़े वो कोई खोलते नहीं वो files folders. Then चलता है attitude, complacency that is चलता है attitude. Nexus corruption. Formal behavior. Some bureaucrats like Karl Marx has said they already have been converted into near animals. Some bureaucrats you go and interact, you try to interact, they won't respond only. Irresponsive. That is what Karl Marx said. Whenever power gets into the head, then bureaucracy is converted into near animal. They are irresponsive. How animal is irresponsive? That they also become. Many bureaucrats you go interact, you come to know. Even police, etc., you interact, they won't say anything. They'll just sit. That is how bureaucracy gets converted into near animal. Formal, total formality. Next, write business sector. Positives, negatives. Make column positive, negative. Efficiency, when under positive, efficiency. Result orientation. Performance orientation. Result orientation, efficiency, result orientation, performance orientation, professionalism. Next, innovation and entrepreneurship. Next, flexibility. In negatives, you write profit greediness, chronic capitalism, self-oriented, monopoly, corruption, monopoly, corruption. After that, write in recent times, write in conclusion, right? Tries to monopolize many things. Yes, Geo also duopoly. That writer wrongly quotes that is triopoly. How this triopoly in telecom? Yesterday, that article in Indian triopoly, Vodafone is already dying, I guess. How it can be triopoly? It's duopoly only. Jio and Airtel, Vodafone. Is it alive? It's dying, right? Jio has subscribers of Airtel plus Vodafone combined. that many subscribers it has. I think they should promote BSNL. It is reliable service. And in, I guess, in areas, hilly areas, tribal areas. Huh? Yes, in hilly areas, tribal areas, BSNL only can be there. Airtel, etc. won't invest because profits will be less there. So in recent times, there are efforts to bring positive features of private sector. Positive features of private sector. That is managerial ethos. That is managerial ethos in public sector. You can give examples of lateral entry, PPP. Also, in business sector, positive features of public sector. In business sector, positive features of public sector, such as service motive under CSR. Such as service motive under CSR. Now, what are the reasons for good culture and bad culture in public sector? Good and bad. Good culture. What are the reasons for good culture in private sector? You want to public sector, you want to go to public sector, you at least should know what is the reason.
The law.
Yes, laws, etc. But law also needs to hold displacement. Stability, good culture. Culture is because everyone wants to join public sector for service, to service motive, to service the country. Highly spirited and motivated people wants to join public sector to do public service. That's why everyone wants to go. Public service only you will be doing. Then power, etc. is an outcome of this. But this prestige, etc. will also bring loyalty, commitment and spirit of service. You're getting power, you will remain loyal to that organization. Because if you go out of this organization, power will also go. So prestige, power will also bring loyalty to that organization. Prestige, etc. will also bring commitment to service. You remain committed to service. If you perform, then only you will enjoy good positions. Otherwise, punishment posting. Unless ARC2 observations are right, honest officers are punished and corrupt officers are rewarded with plum posting. So yes, recruitment, etc. Also, rich institution of civil services has good examples also where people remained committed for the public service motive. Even many have sacrificed their lives to protect the values of civil services. That's why the reason for good culture in civil services. Also, many times politicians also ensure neutrality. They give autonomy also to civil services. The civil services have largely remained neutral. The success of Indian democracy is a result of neutrality of civil services because public spirited citizens have entered civil services. That no one can deny. Our success of democracy, one of the important factors is civil services and also the constitution also. and the people, us, of course, the people of this country. Now, what are the reasons for bad work culture in civil services? Causes, yes, causes. Yes, service motive, etc. People are joining this organization, or then already civil services values, etc. Good work culture because of that public service motive. They also bring loyalty, commitment. Also, what organization is giving, that also decides the work culture. Work culture is what? Interaction between employer and employee. You as an employee are bringing what? Public spirited attitude, highly motivated to change. The employer is giving you what? Power, prestige. You remain loyal to the employer. That work culture, causes of good work culture. Work culture has been defined as employer-employee, the work environment. So this way you have to connect. Now, what are the reasons for bad work culture? Yes, centralization of power, total centralization of power. You know what happens, centralization of power? No centralization of power means no democratic environment, no autonomy. This very fat ear and thin ear, few people having power, PMO now very powerful. So total centralization of power. Everything will come from PMO, innovation, new policy. What about this bottom-up policy? No participation, centralization of power will, then you will feel this organization doesn't belong to me. Why I should put extra efforts in this organization? Very bad practice. Strong government, generally PMO becomes powerful, it becomes a presidential form of government, not parliamentary form of government. People then totally centralization of power. Yes, we also know how policy feels. That agriculture reforms, 3 bills failed because of this centralization of power, top-down approach. Immense job security also causes bad work culture. Immense job security. Now, we all know, हम तो है ही 60 साल तक यहाँ पे, क्या कर लो आप, क्या कर लेगा कोई? Job security, no uncertainty. Then uncertainty, then people will become creative. They will innovate. Job security. Also, the environment is very complex to work. Complex environment. How it is complex? Yes, very complex. Rules are not clear. They are vague. Also, your goal is public service, but public service and public interest is not defined. What is public service? You will say, I have given him food grains despite Aadhaar failure. You say public service, but you have given someone shared to him. 100 people are there, 100 bags of food grains have come. Now this poor person, 101, but 1 food grain bag will be missing. Then you said public service. Someone will say this is corruption. You took some rupees from him. Generally, what is happening, what I have observed, this Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana, 81 crore, many people are getting, they don't need it and they sell to the market. Yes, majority do this only, they don't need it. Especially this is happening in rural India because land holdings they don't show this much, so they also become beneficiary. They also sell or feed to their cattle for fattening and milk, etc. Yes, but those who are needed may not be getting also. They must not be aware. Which political culture? Yes, not even aware that government exists. This very complex work environment, we also discuss if the politicians, etc. what are you going to do? No ethical governance will be possible there. Also, son of soil factor in many states. Many states, locals are preferred. even Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, even UP, whenever coalition government is there, now okay, BJP government, they are promoting all India services, but Tamil Nadu, even UP, they used to say, we don't want all India services, take back your personals. We want to promote from state services. People at top position. In West Bengal also, state service people are preferred than all India services, because they are also called as vice presidents. In a negative way, state service people are vice presidents. Just glamour, etc. What function vice president does? Nothing, only sitting in the Rajya Sabha. No work. That's why they are saying this is against federalism. We want state services people. That is son of soil also it promotes. And many times even in all India services, they will prefer their local people, the state people, home cadre people to head top positions, even if merit is not there. See, UPSC will give 3 names, 5 names, I guess 3 names they said. When you have to choose, they will choose son of soil. This happens. Rules and procedure are also outdated. Discuss British colonial legacy, IPC 1860, but now Bharat Nyaya Sanhita, people are saying it's more colonial than IPC. Outdated, not required in democratic country, colonial laws. Entire police machinery needs to be overhauled. The Daroga system was introduced by Macaulay in the backdrop of revolt of 1857. It is based on the philosophy of maintaining law and order, not upholding. Western countries' law and order is upholding law and order. Uphold means people will also help. Community policing. India, maintain. Don't bring innovation, maintain everything. That is use of force. Daroga system. Daroga, that is colonial legacy Macaulay had introduced. Rules and regulation all outdated. Many young people join civil services with high motivation, etc. They will change the world, they will remove poverty, but you will be absorbed and managed. If not absorbed and managed, you will be thrown out of this organization. Yes, they get managed. But if there is summation of more individuals with high integrity to come, they will manage that corrupt organization in a proper way. That's why sticking to your own values are very important. But largely in civil services, hardly anyone sticks. It's ethics they will study, but not apply. You also know that 18 or 19, that the IPS officer was copying in the exam. He apparently had good marks in ethics a year before, whenever he got into the IPS. This is what it is. That is the causes of bad bureaucratic culture. Now, how to improve this? How to improve? Ethics. Okay, we'll break in structure, process, behavior. More in behavioral. Structure. Which structure we have adopted? Yes, from where? Yes, British legacy. It is one more than 150-year-old structure. Portfolio system was introduced in 1861. Charter Act of Government of India, Charter Act of 1861. Here portfolio system came. Today 2024. And 2024 half year is also gone. Still same, 150 years, same structure. Also Daroga system, Macaulay, after revolt of 1857, still continued. Outdated, total outdated structure. Even the British don't have this now. ARC2 says, you totally abandon this structure and adopt a new structure based on principle of subsidiarity. That what is ARC2 is saying, abandon this total structure. whatever structure, ministry, departments, bureaucracy, secretary, that hierarchy, abandon it totally. Adopt based on principle of subsidiarity. And yes, many rules, regulation, laws need to be removed. Colonial legacy. Also process. Lot of procedures and process rules, regulation. Then what it results into? Relativism. Rules becomes important than goals. Goal displacement. Aim becomes following rules, not public interest. That's why they say think out of the box. Rules, they're trapped in this iron cage of rationality. The is of Weber will say, you become trapped in rules. You are this person. These are rules, rules, rules. But goal is here. You are trapped in following just rules, procedures. Technology adaptation is needed. I guess even today there are typewriters in government organization. No, they are not even using computers. They are using typewriter. This chat GPT, etc. is coming and still they are on typewriters. AI is coming and typewriters. Here in mobile you can give command with that whatever to call this voice command. Hey Siri and hey Google, and they are using typewriters. Such outdated technology. How efficiency can come here? Behavioral. Behavioral, the need to change perception, attitude. We know how behavior is bureaucratic attitude, red tape is, elitism, babu dome, etc. Behavior needs to be changed. There should be citizen-friendly behavior. Obliged, they should realize we are living on taxpayers' money. The citizen is the king and we are here to serve, not the other way around. So that behavioral changes is needed. Need to have self-accountability, code of ethics. That will behavior, self-directed, self-committed towards organizational goals, towards public service. Have a sense of ownership. There should be ownership of your values, ownership of your actions. That is, responsibility should be there. Promotion of pride of workmanship. Also, there should be to change behavior. What is most effective? Reward and punishment should be there. No fixed salary. There should be fixed and incentivized. Brazil, 40% is fixed, 60% is depends on your performance. India 100% fixed. Even if you don't do work, you will get more in terms of bribe. High incentives if you need to get work done. It should promote uncertainty also in organization, that there should be uncertainty that you are not here for 60 years, till 60 years. Now we know 15 years and 25 years. But why 15 years you have to wait? Here you will give warning and here remove under pension rules. So person removed under here will still get pension. For 25 years still he will serve. There should be uncertainty removal every year. So that's why there is need of 360-degree performance appraisal. 360-degree, you will be evaluated by your employers, your colleagues, your stakeholders and the government. 360. After that, every year, there will be plus 360-degree also. What is plus 360-degree? Yes, you are given this is wrong, you improve. Then they will check. So there will be 720-degree performance appraisal. This should be there. Sensitive training for attitude change. Holistic competence. What are holistic? 4 E's. And equitable. And GS4, ethics. Many values, yes, difficult to remember. Today again, citizen charter, different values will come. How will your quality of service? Till then different values will come. Make short forms for each value. It will be better way to remember. Otherwise you write sincerity instead of selflessness in 7 Nolan principles. So sensitive training, promotion of workmanship, open environment, participation, democratic environment is needed for attitude and behavioral change. Kiran Agarwal Committee on Civil Services Training said there should be a leadership architecture to identify in training only and develop an architecture. That leadership architecture will decide your profile and domain. Kiran Agarwal Committee also made reduce this training. Too much, 2 years is very long time training. 2 years are wasted in training. In this digital technology world where you can learn on the go, in the mobile, etc. So it recommended that 1 year it should be their training. And they reduced to 1.5 years. Rather more should be field training. What training you need? Everything is now available on internet. That online training, yes, field training is important, but for this LBSNA training, totally waste of time, I think. They teach polity, etc. What are you going to do? They'll give you parliament visit in the visitors gallery. How is everything Lakshmikant you have read from head to toe? What more polity you want to read, and how it will be useful also for you. ऐसे देखना वो sunset TV खोल के देख लो जितना देखना. Total waste of time. That's why they were also debate. There was they saying for reducing, they saying not reducing. They are saying I guess IGNOU also gives a diploma in public policy. It should not be reduced 2 years. Every training you are getting diploma in public policy because of 2 years. 2 years you will be there, and many challenges are there, so it should not be reduced. This model has worked for many years. This one, and against they were saying already age has increased, so many people have already work experiences. So why you need to train them? Further, the syllabus of UPSC is in sync with the needs of the profile of this job. Ethics, everything is already taught. They have already learned everything. So why you need to teach again? So they agreed to reduce by 6 months. Rather, they should have made this 6 months only. Okay, cadmarship, sense of brotherhood to develop in Labana. 6 months are enough. Again, this lecture method. They teach in lecture method. At least we are a little bit participative here. They'll come, they'll give lectures. That's why they also say there should be pedagogic learning. That is participative learning. Role, case studies, role play. You play a role of a prisoner. You will play a role of a victim who's coming to a police station. And how you will treat that one. That way, a lot of things it recommend. I think some are implemented also. But very outdated training module. This Western countries, there is training on duty, training while working. That concept is required. You train while working, private sector you go. In yes, SBI, etc. Still there is training modules, banks, etc. In private sector, largely it's training while working. You have to learn by yourself. Excel, everything, all commands, you have to learn yourself. This is how it should be. That's why yes, field training is important because many people may not be. Field training, appoint a mentor, senior officer, and he will act as your mentor. Give more emphasis on field training, not this that idiotic thing. Also, people also think a lot of things. People don't train, only they don't take seriously training. Also, report had come how many people fail. Also, still they graduated from this training. So, what is the use if everyone is failing? That's why they also made these people don't take training seriously. So, cadre and service should be decided based on the marks of training. Then we all know what will happen. Lobbying, corruption, nexus. So government has also taken steps. We all know performance link incentive scheme has been introduced. 360 plus 360. Perform or perish. Lateral entry. In specialized area, it should promote in specialized area. Also, it has introduced e-governance, biometric system. Now, you have to punch your attendance. It will be available in the DOPT dashboard. They will will supervise whether you are coming on time or not on time. Many people now, I guess, because of this, timely people are coming in government offices. Also, yes, civil services award are there to appreciate good work, have reward and punishment. So this is largely what is the reasons and good and bad culture and how to improve work culture. The content more or less will remain same. It is more of molding according to the topic and according to the question. Okay. So any issues here? That briefly it's okay, with detail mein it's not useful for this. Kiran Agarwal committee has recommended for public administration it is useful. One leadership architecture will be created. When you go for training, you will identify your leadership potential in which area. One architect, one matrix will be created for you, and that way since a pool of leaders will be created. A pool of leaders will be created, and then managerial position and posting will happen according to that architecture. Yes. ये long term वही है leadership architecture. You should nurture leadership. Leadership also needs to be nurtured. Leadership, yes, inborn trait theory, but behavioral theory also came after trait theory. Situation theory is also done. Then now re-emergence of trait theory. The traits are very important. Some people have inborn great man theory. It is also called. And this charismatic theory, I guess we have discussed charismatic theory of leadership. The charisma. Transformation leaders and charismatic leaders. Transformation leaders are also charismatic. And now recently there is big 5 traits were identified Skinner. Traits are also important. Some people have inborn traits of becoming a leader. Maybe Modi ji had inborn, that's a good leader he became. And situation made Rahul Gandhi a good leader. Situation only, because leadership potential, he was intellect. He is intellectual person. He was talking all that models of Western democracy in India. Then he did Bharat Jodo, and came to realize these people of this country won't understand all this. So let's do casteism and classism and that. So now leadership things. This is inborn leadership. Now, powers: state, central government, state government, local government. Central government made 73rd, 74th. These people will implement. Power is coming from principle of subsidiarity says powers come from this. That is, whatever duties can't be performed here, they will delegate upwards. Whatever duties can't be performed here, they will delegate upwards. This way, district collector, principal secretary, they will delegate upwards. This is principle of subsidiarity. This is more of Gandhian oceanic circle. Gandhiji's idea of Gram Swaraj. Ocean circle, village, this. Ocean. So from here, power will go. Causes of good and bad culture in public sector. Good culture because of public service motive. Public spirited people join civil services. Because of public service motive, public spirited people join the civil services. Enjoy power and prestige. but they also bring loyalty and commitment to service. The rich legacy of civil services. The rich legacy of civil services institution. Legacy of civil services institution. The rich legacy of civil services institution is also responsible for promoting good work culture. But bad work culture is due to first, colonial legacy. Resulting in chronic capitalism and corruption. Resulting in chronic capitalism and corruption. Next, centralization of power. Immense job security. Complex environment. Son of soil factor. Next, lack of adequate resources. Next, rules and procedures are outdated. So write in para, even if young individuals are motivated, even if young individuals who are motivated and energetic join the civil services, but after few years, they are absorbed and managed by the negative environment of bureaucratic culture. By the negative environment of the bureaucratic culture. Give next heading, how to improve work culture. Now structure, under structure, right? And how to improve work culture? Structure. The present structure is outdated. The hierarchy concept is not suitable for the today's challenges in governance. For the today's challenges in governance. As it was established during the British time, the ARC2 has observed administrative structure should be changed every 40 to 50 years. Administrative structure should be changed every 40 to 50 years. The present structure is 150 years old. More than 150 years old. Present structure is 150 plus years old. It should be entirely abandoned. Entirely abandoned. And it should be entirely abandoned. And new structure should be adopted. And the new structure should be adopted based on the principle of subsidiarity. Principle of subsidiarity. Intention of the government and politicians. If they adopt, if they adopt, power will go. How there will be centralization of power? Everyone wants power.
Instead of ministers, should we use stronger power?
But and who can bring reforms? Who can bring reforms? Government.
Government policies that we
So who for whom their policy? Who directs policy?
who directs we can say to some extent ministers, politicians, but then
Yes, many politicians are intelligent also. Many foreign educated are also there. S. Jaishankar, highly intelligent, bureaucratic also. Ashwini Vaishnav also. Foreign university MBA. But it's all about the intention. If intention is there, they can reform the entire system. But they all know. Even opposition knows we will come tomorrow. What we will do without power? Also, it may lead to fishy-paris tendencies also. Vested interests, if you don't understand fishy-paris. This, if it has been found, local governments are more corrupt than district administration. This will become more corrupt. Now there is Khap Panchayat, very powerful, we know. So if this becomes more powerful, then that is also there, but largely should start promoting principle of subsidiarity. Then will be efficiency and participative governance and good governance. Participation, consensus orientation. Okay, right process. Related to rules, procedures, methods, which are very old and outdated. Which are very old and outdated. Technology adoption is far behind in public services. Technology adoption is far behind in public services. See, rules procedure, you can also relate with that CBC case. How many steps are there? It takes 2 years to just complete an inquiry. So how this process is entirely outdated, not updated, outdated. Though the policy is minimum government and maximum governance, but still not total overhaul has happened. Minimum government, maximum governance is what? Minimize the rules, procedure, etc. Maximize governance, participation. Minimize ministry. That's why when Modi ji came, many similar ministries were combined. Ministry of Jal Shakti has everything, water resources, many things. Ministry of, I guess, highways, etc. includes everything, surface transport, ports, etc. They have combined that ministry. So minimum government, maximum governance. Now at behavioral. There is need for a qualitative change. There is need for qualitative change. In perception, attitude. Perception, attitude, views. Values and values of government employees. Right, now point was they need to know. Point wise, they need to know they work for the taxpayer. They work for the and have to serve the citizens and has to serve the citizens. Need to ensure minimum standards of work. Next point, need to ensure minimum standards of work, if not maximum standards. At least some quality of service you provide. Minimum standards of work. Need to have self accountability and responsibility. need to have self-accountability. Self-accountability, that is responsibility. Democratic work environment. Also in the public sector, what is we discuss how there is always reprimanding employees, that giving lectures humiliating, but you should also understand what is the real issue. Without understanding, so it needs an open environment. So there is participation. Okay, so write open environment. Reward and punishment. Performance evaluation. (360° plus 360°). Sensitive training. Sensitive training, lateral entry, holistic competence, leadership architecture as recommended by Kiran Agarwal committee. Sensitive training, lateral entry, holistic competence, sensitive leadership architecture as recommended by Kiran Agarwal committee. Performance incentives also, right? Performance based incentives. Kiran Agarwal committee. Performance based incentives. Performance based incentives. You can give an example of Brazil. %40 fixed pay, 60% incentives. Bureaucrats. You want to write steps taken by government or you will manage from? You want to write steps taken by government, PLIS. PLIS. Performance linked incentive scheme, PLIS. 360° performance appraisal. This is already there in PMO. There are two variables, ability to perform and what? Integrity. 360° performance appraisal already used in PMO. Yes, only PMO as of now. Yes, to work in PMO, 360° performance appraisal will be carried out. At least it was there till before 2024, we don't know now. Now coalition government, we all know PMO may not be as strong. Already operationalized in PMO. 360° performance app. Perform or perish. Now also we don't hear also this perform or perish. Till 2-3 years we used to hear perform or perish. So many have been removed now. Yes, there is one issue also. I'll tell you. Now write down. Centralized biometric system. Lateral entry. RTI, social audit, e-governance, civil services awards, See, I guess I have told also what is the issue with perform and perish. This pension rules will be invoked and you will be removed. You get pension, but okay, this person A is not performing. Why? He is getting all the time punishment posting because he has high integrity. What will perform in punishment posting? Then they'll see what initiatives he has taken in over the years. Is there any scope to take initiative in any punishment posting? There is also in one state there is a post of DGP fisheries. What fisheries he will do? Because in Andhra Pradesh or something, lot of irrelevant posts are there. What are you going to do here? What initiatives one can take? So this also then, perform or perish may become obsolete. Nowadays we don't hear also. Yogi ji had removed lot of people also on perform or perish. Now coalition dharma, I guess. Not even a single bill. I guess major bills were not passed. Now democracy is happening. Before 2024, parliamentary democracy was declining. General practices to refer the bill to committees to scrutinize, etc. All committees were bypassed, and now which bill? One bill is referred to committee, I guess. Waqf board committee and broadcasting bill, etc. has been taken back. So parliamentary democracy, coalition politics. Yes, coalition politics is good for democracy. Largely, it depends on how cohesive the coalition is. Yes, those coalition governments, Janata Party also and Deve Gowda, Chaudhary Charan Singh, Inderjit Kumar Gujral, very unstable government, one year Moraji Desai. But UPA 2 you see, highly stable and economy also is booming there. Despite financial meltdown, it depends on the cohesiveness of the coalition. Also, single party governments have also done well. Jawaharlal Nehru government, country was highly unstable, stability was provided. Indira Gandhi first term, also the second term is problematic. This is GS2, not important here. Let's come to citizen charter. This is also GS2, also kind of overlapping. Philosophy of citizen charter. Then effectiveness, evaluation of citizen charter, and importance also we can say. So what is citizen charter? At least some must have studied citizen charter. At least have you read any citizen charter when you visited any government office? This big citizen charter will be there. That is objective. Yeah, citizen charter. What is citizen charter? What is citizen charter? गवर्नमेंट ऑफिस गए हो कभी? देख ऐसा कुछ रहता है सिटीजन चार्टर, देखा है? होता है क्या? कौन से गवर्नमेंट ऑफिस में गए? पोस्ट ऑफिस, बैंक्स, SBI. What is citizen charter? Codified actions. Actions are codified. That will be evaluation of citizen charter. Codified actions will be helpful in research and development. What are the good practices? Citizen charter. Don't Google it. Tell yourself. I'm telling you what is that, more or less.
Basically, by services and cost.
Mandate objectives. अरे बाप, ये simple चीजें हैं नहीं. No worries, I'll explain. Everyone learns first. Citizen Charter is a document made by that organization. What are its objectives? What are its goals? How it is going to deliver those objectives? How it will ensure quality of service? That is, it is a commitment document made by that organization. We are committed to so and so and so, and this way we'll provide the services. And most importantly, it's not only commitment of document, it is prepared by participation with all stakeholders. This is important. Formulation also happens with the participation of all stakeholders. Then that becomes a citizen charter. So it will deliver this are the services, and this they will provide, and it will consult all the stakeholders while formulating. So there is participation also. That's why it strengthens democracy and promotes good governance and ethical governance. Understood? Citizen charter. What is citizen charter? Document. Simply, I'll tell you in simple one. It's a document. This will provide. And while preparing document, we'll also all stakeholders are concerned. So participative exercise. That is citizen charter. And there will be benchmarking of services. This services will provide in so much days, so much time. RTI in 30 days, within 30 days. Passport within 5 days or 10 days, Tatkal passport. Yes, that is benchmarking of services. What is the basic philosophy of this, behind this? Participation. Philosophy of governance. We have discussed what is philosophy last session, I guess. Hobbes. Yes, you can connect Hobbes' theories also, but what is the basic philosophy? What is the idea behind this? That is one of the models, public service at doorstep, so Right to Services Act. See, the philosophy is what? Government are servants, citizens are masters. Government exists to serve the people. You can also correct Rawls also here, little bit. Social justice to serve the people or social contract. So, government exists to serve the people. The citizens are the masters, they are the rulers, because there is a social contract. By being passive, they were passive, not participative. However, they get service, they don't know, they also were not stakeholders in formulating those services. What should be the benchmark of those services? Traditionally, you were thanking them. Thank you for providing services. Now, government should thank you. Thank you for coming to this office. Thank you for availing these services. You want tea, coffee? We are your servants. Happened with anyone this? This is the idea behind citizen charter. You should thank. Thank you very much for joining, for coming here. Theory of justice, 1980s onwards, this all happened to come up. Theory of justice, etc. have come up. So this became important. Citizen charter. It promotes satisfaction in governance, enlightenment in governance, good governance. That is citizen charter. One thing I was recalling. Okay, anyways. What are the features of citizen charter? What are the values? Okay, it's supposed to promote. Yes. Now, citizen charters, we know that is, you are the master and they should thank you. So in many cases there should be greetings. Good morning. That's everything is said. How may I help you? Thank you for coming here. Chambers have been destroyed. Should be destroyed. There should be free work environment. There's in private sector there is one reception desk also. Here also one reception desk. There should be a reception desk in public sector also to welcome you to this organization. And you should say, hello, good morning, how may I help you? If you call UPSC, they will say, welcome to UPSC. Please dial the desired extension number or wait for the operator. So they are also saying, welcome to UPSC. So because, UPSC, who are the stakeholders? Everyone educated in other organization, I guess, SSC, try and calling whether they are saying welcome to SSC. Yes, automated telecaller is there. It does, the person doesn't say, it's automated. So that is welcome to UPSC. They are giving greetings also. So citizen charter, you are availing their services. CRM? Yes, that is also there. Overhauling happens, which is there in India, which
In PGI also there is
PGI Chandigarh. Yes, okay, but is it totally government or PPP model? Research institute. Okay. No, but all intellectual will go, na here. Ani, research. Acha, okay. Okay, good. But not majorly, it is the primary health center you go. There you will see. Or go to police station, they will say, welcome. बोलो क्या चाहिए क्यों आए हो then you should reply, this is my personal liberty, constitution says we the people, it's not you the bureaucrat. You get salary from our taxes. So one more octagon for you. Voice, choice, quality of service, value for money, participation, accountability. See, this is what citizen. क्या हो गया? So this is the values of citizen charter. Participation, accountability, responsibility, efficiency, voice, choice, quality of service, value for money. These are specific to citizen charter. These are general things. Okay. Now make your own short form for this also. This is specific to citizen charter. This can also be applied to good governance, etc. This is specific. This is more of an outcome of citizen charter. These are core values of citizen. The voice, choice, quality of service, and value for money. Wait, I'll give you time to write. Let's discuss also where it will. So, implementation. Sweden, India. Same conference happened in 1996, and this citizen charter, it was decided to be adopted. More than hundreds, 500 citizen charter have been adopted. Departments and everyone is adopted nowadays. It's a norm. Government of India also promotes Sevottam model. It is benchmarking of services. If services meet that benchmark, then it's Sevottam. Good services. ISO certification is also there, 15700. This is ISO certification is being provided to this by Quality Council of India. Also there is Right to Service Act in some states, Bihar, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh. Right to Services Act is there. Yes, that is doorstep delivery of services. Services should be provided in a certain time. The grievance redressal, that it's an act. It's an right now in many states with participation. Not Sweden, UK. Sweden is RTI. UK, it was adopted in 1991. Charter mark, very, it's a global model, charter mark. Of UK. This was the adoption. So things are clear. Citizen charter issues we'll discuss once you write down. What is citizen charter? Formulated with the participation of all stakeholders. Participation is important. Okay, write down this much. Citizen charter, a charter document which is formulated, a charter document which is formulated by the participation of all the stakeholders. By the participation of, formulated with the participation of all the stakeholders. In a way, it's a commitment made by the organization. It's a commitment made by the organization to provide services. In a way, it's a commitment made by the organization to provide services with certain standards. It's a tool for enhancing. It's a tool for enhancing quality of service and redressal of grievances. And redressal of grievances. Basic philosophy. Its basic philosophy. Citizens, right? The citizens are the masters in the democracy, and, and servants, that is the government, is obliged to serve its masters. Is obliged to serve its master. You can also write citizen is the king. Next, citizens have the right to get quality of service. Citizens have the right to get quality of service. Not by being a passive recipient. Not by being a passive recipient. But an active stakeholder. Next, they have right to get service delivered. And public servant should thank them. Rather than feeling thankful themselves. I think in private sector they thank you for availing services, but in government sector they don't. Rather they feel thankful that I am serving you, you should be thankful to me. Traditionally, next one, traditionally, hardly there was citizens' voice in determining policy. The quality of goods and services. Participation in its implementation. Participation in their implementation. They were considered passive. They were considered passive. But 1980s onwards, the right-based approach, that they have a right to services, MG Narega, right to work, right-based approach, and Rawls theory of justice, which emphasized on quality of service, gave rise to Citizen Charter. It is the first such democratic tool. It is the first such democratic tool in which citizens directly participate in deciding the quality of service. Make this core features of Citizen Charter. Value formula. Voice, choice, quality of service, value for money, efficiency, responsibility, accountability, participation. The core feature, this is specific to Citizen Charter. This is more of general. Core features of Citizen Charter. Now write implementation. In 19 core features of Citizen Charter. In 1991, first time in UK, then followed by other EU countries, then followed by other EU countries, European Union, it's 1991, okay. Alright, second India. (1996) CM Conference. CM Conference on Responsibility and Transparency in Governance. That was the name. CM Conference on Responsibility and Transparency in Governance. More than 100 plus citizen charters have been adopted by central and state governments. Citizen charters have been adopted by central and state governments. Model Citizen Charter by Government of India. Model Citizen Charter by Government of India, that is Sevattam model. Sevattam model, Model Citizen Charter by Government of India. Sevattam model, excellence in public service. ISO 15700 by Quality Council of India. ISO certification 15700 by Quality Council of India. Quality Council of India. I guess one question had come on this in prelims. Quality Council of India. Standard. Standard. That standard is met. You get that certification of ISO. Yes, Sevattam model. Government service certification. Sevattam model is this only. This ISO certificate. That will be certified as Sevattam. This criteria. That certification. Yes, Sevattam model अगर meet किया तो. हाँ. Right to Service Act. Has been adopted in states such as Maharashtra, Bihar, MP, This is Sevattam model. See whether you want to draw in exam or no. You want to draw. Depends if there is space, etc. It is integrated approach. Improve if charter mark, 3 pillars: charter mark, public service grievance redressal, and service delivery. Charter mark will result in that is citizen charter will result in citizen empowerment. Grievance redressal happens, satisfaction will come. Service delivery, capacity enhancement will happen. In this totally improve the quality of service. This is an integrated approach. That is Sevattam model. Citizen charter mark. Maybe government of India may have this copied from UK. They use charter mark. If exam less time is there, don't draw this arrows, just draw some pillars and show. Okay, this is how the government of India documents draws it. Citizen chart. Capacity enhancement. You get good services, you will get empowered. Then enhancement. Services you will get empowered. That's capacity of your capability will improve. Capacity enhancement. Capability approach. Yes, सबसे relate कर लो. Sevattam model in the education also there should be Sevattam. All government services. In exam, draw a bit little complicated. You can just cut down all these arrows, etc. Then fast you can draw. Okay. Don't forget these pillars, but. So now what are the issues with citizen charter now? हाँ अवेयरनेस नहीं है। तुम्हें पता था पहले? अच्छा नहीं पता था। अच्छा पता था सिटीजन चार्टर। Went once to post office. I read the citizen charter. The behavior of that post person was very bureaucratic. I said, see this citizen charter. Then also bureaucratic attitude, no responsiveness. That is not proper implementation of citizen charter. And what is? Only letter and not spirit. Yes, very good. Not adoption. It is largely a manager's charter. Manager's charter. Managers, top level people formulate. Have any one of you participated? Does anyone know that there is participation in this? So largely top level or middle level people formulate this charter. Even the lower level employees don't know what is citizen charter. So it remains a manager charter. It remains frozen in time. एक बार बना दिया सालों साल वही charter चलेगा. Not frequently updated. Also awareness is very less. Quality. It doesn't ensure public service, grievance, etc. Hardly it is adhered to. That's why many states have Right to Service Act. You will be punished if you don't provide services properly. Also, we know to have quality of service, etc., there should be changes in structure, process and behavior. But we know how is the structure process. Structure is outdated only totally. Structure is outdated, but features are modern, democratic, good governance. How is it going to fit? Process also outdated processes, behavioral, bureaucratic attitude.
Lock and key model.
Yes, lock and key model. Key is different. Lock is different. Lock is outdated. Still, but nowadays lock are digital also. Password type. Still we are using key and password. So, this is how it is. And also, how a poor person who is living on daily wages will be affected by citizen charter. Illiterate person. And have you studied in government schools, primary center? Then who studies there? Largely the lower section. So services are largely used by them. But they are not aware of citizen charter. Whom they will held responsible? Services which are used by educated people of middle class, lower middle class, upper middle class. There you will get quality of services. Highways. You see citizen charter also. You will get good highways. Also, Vande Bharat to a large extent. Citizen charter, good services. Also, in government hospital you will get citizen charter based services. So, it creates a further distinction between haves and haves not. Where there is haves, people have themselves resources, there you will get quality of services. But where services are needed, quality of services are needed, where government services are availed, there you won't find citizen charter, etc. A poor person will worry about his wage or the quality of services, whether he'll keep filing grievances or worry about his daily wage or daily work. Also, there is nexus, corruption, etc. This all people, even if someone is formulated, it will be their friend only to show that there has been participation in formulation of citizen charter. On the whole, this is what it is. The citizen charter also ensures benchmarking of services, gives voice, choice, grievance, redressal. But also there are some good practices also of citizen charter. Some good practices. In UK it has been very successful. You know, Western countries, good governance exactly there. In India, Also some good models are the citizen report card. Card by in Karnataka. Then Ahmedabad Jan Seva Kendras, highly single window system. The Gujarat model. Gujarat government had under Modi ji only, I guess. Jan Seva Kendra, Ahmedabad. These are the examples quoted by second ARC. Very good practices. Model citizen charter. Also passport office. Passport office. This good practices are there. Also many times many government organization, at least in their intercom, there is may I help you, greetings, etc. Good morning they say. So it is also quality of service trying to provide citizen charter as a transformative. It has a largely a transformative effect in developed countries, not much in India. Little things have improved, but not holistically, especially not where it is needed the most. So this is all about citizen charter. Anything you want to ask? Justice. Yes, poor people should have. Let's call it the poor people should. So the services it can be differential treatment, everything you can connect with that. Not direct connection, but you can connect justice, you can connect that way. This citizen charter in GS2 you have to write differently, in ethics you have to write differently. Here you should connect with ethical thinkers, ethical governance. There you connect with good governance and governance. Public administration, then differently. Or writing skills. GS2 में नहीं पढ़ा था citizen charter. I was expecting at least some people will know all this governance part. Now write down issues and issues of citizen charter. It has remained largely a manager's charter. It has remained as largely as a manager's charter. Has remained largely as a manager's charter. That is formulated by top level employees. Lower level employees are not even aware of. Hardly there is participation by all stakeholders. Hardly there is participation by all stakeholders. It remains hardly there is participation by all stakeholders. It remains frozen in time. That is hardly updated. Public agencies lack adequate resources. to implement citizen charter. Structure, process and behavior too is outdated. Behavior is too outdated. Next, citizen charter does not address the issue of power structure in society. Has poor quality of service, is largely found in education, health, which is mostly used by common people. There is also lack of awareness. The next point, there is excess corruption. Ruling class mindset, excess corruption, ruling class mindset. But if we look at the broad picture, citizen charter is a good initiative. As writing points first, benchmarking of quality of services, next giving voice choice to citizens, next redressal of grievances, next promotion of participative democracy. Write in different para. It may not have a transformative effect in developing countries such as India. May not have a transformative effect in developing countries such as India. But it is very successful in UK. In India too, there are some good practices. Such as citizen report card, in Karnataka. Jan Seva Kendra Ahmedabad. Citizen friendly behavior too has been emerging. Citizen friendly behavior too has been emerging. Government offices having reception desk. Citizen friendly behavior too has been emerging. Government offices having reception desk. May I help you? Greetings.
Yeah.
May I help you? Greetings, etc. Okay, now RTI. It's transparency. RTI and transparency. Philosophy of RTI. Evaluation of RTI. Okay. Now, RTI, everyone knows there is something called as RTI also. Between haves and haves not. That is education, etc. With poor people are availing. There is poor quality of services in that sector. So how they will accountable is been held. It does not address the power structure. Largely, the poor people are availing those services. Do those people who have resources, they avail government services? Very few government services. So already power structure is differentiated here. How citizen charter is going to face, how that poor people will make the government, that the organization accountable that it is not following the quality of services. So that's why it does not address. So it becomes irrelevant, citizen charter. This model also has public service grievance redressal. So there should be grievance redressal also. Can poor person file a grievance? Does he even aware that there is something called as quality of service? We discuss how it's a manager's charter, nexus and corruption. This will be removed only if the people who are availing the services are able to question them. So it doesn't address the structure that these people are empowered to question this and update how a poor person will participate in citizen charter. So it doesn't. So that is the technical problem is there in citizen charter. It should empower also first. Then this civil society should act as a cushion. This role of the civil society. Civil society consults the poor, what are grievances, then it tells, then it keeps the accountable. But most civil servants, civil society NGOs have vested interest. RTI, what is transparency? What is transparency? What is transparency?
Being transparent in process.
Huh?
Process should be out in the container. Being transparent, all things are
Yes, transparency is about openness. Government, the citizens should know how decisions have been taken, what is the output and outcome of those decisions, how processes are being, whether they are followed or no. That is transparency. Okay, and RTI is the most important tool to promote transparency. Transparency is in sync with RTI. What RTI does, it is a right to know, have information about what is happening in that organization. So, transparency is promoted by RTI. It promotes transparency. It also becomes a basis of good governance, effective governance, proactive governance, agile governance and ethical governance. Most importantly, good governance, one of the pillars is transparency. भूल गए सारे values. Modi ji, governance is an art, accountability, transparency and responsibility. So that is how important is RTI. RTI and transparency go in hand. Now, what is the philosophy behind RTI? Yes, the same philosophy as Citizen Charter. We are the king, you are the servant. Also, the preamble says, starts with be the people, not you the government. But there are some aspects which are unique to RTI philosophy. Citizens has a right to know what is happening. This is one aspect. RTI, right to know, right? That is RTI. Also, why bureaucracy is powerful? Why bureaucracy is powerful? Yes. Also, confidential. Yes, it has lot of information. Information means knowledge. Knowledge means power. That's why it is powerful. Now, what happens RTI? RTI, information is to citizens. So, who is powerful now? Citizens are powerful. So, bureaucracy, Max Weber himself had criticized, bureaucracy is a information hoarder. They don't give out information. That's why it is powerful. Not because they have expertise. They are not experts. They are who? They are generalists. Expertise are other people, technical skills. But bureaucracy has information about everyone. किसके पास कितना काला धन है, किसके पास क्या है. So they have information. So that's why they are powerful. Now this information is with the people. So RTI empowers the people. They have shared. This is what is RTI's philosophy. Previously, how information was shared? Before RTI, CAG reports, any reports, parliamentary reports, that was the only way of accessing information. That is, it was top down. Whatever we want, we'll share, not what you want. This is how it was top down. Also, it was not participatory. It was non-democratic. Whatever they want, that will share. But RTI, bottom-up approach, demand-side accountability. With the previously supply side, now demand-side accountability. This PAG, parliamentary reports, publications, that economic survey is also one information which has been thrown down to you. Lena hai to lo, leto mat lo. Now RTI, bottom up. From here we are asking, what is this? What is that? What is that? That is RTI. That is, people gets empowered under RTI. RTI, certain provisions, I guess you must be knowing that it is 30 days. RTI should come. If RTI doesn't come, there is a yes, fine. And if you are not satisfied with the information, then appeal. Further appeals are there, I guess, Central PIO, Public Information Officer Appellate, PIO, then is PIO, then you can go to SAT, and then you can also, if you are union government, then CAT, then you can approach High Court, then you can approach Supreme Court. For information, this is mechanism to deal with RTI. Now, implementation when in India? Sweden. Yes. RTI when it came, at least 2005. First time in Tamil Nadu, 1997. Tamil Nadu. Sweden, first country to have RTI. Imagine which year it must be. Everyone will guess. Tell one each year. Which year? 1920s. 1980s. 1950s. Before in 1940s. 1766. See? Scandinavian countries. And this is a constitutional right. It's mentioned in their constitution. India, it is an legal right, but implicit in the constitution also. Article 19. Yes, 21. It's implicit, not explicit. UN says RTI is a human right. UNDP report says more than 60 plus countries have adopted RTI. 60 plus countries have adopted RTI. That's why, see, also they have a good ombudsman system also. Ombudsman, very strong in Sweden. It has police powers also. Lokayukta is very strong there. That is called as ombudsman. From here only that ombudsman concept emerged. So it was later adopted by other countries also. That's why they rank very high in happiness index, etc. Low, very low corruption in their country. Yes, Chota bhi hai. But Nepal is also small. Nepal is also small. Yes, homogeneous. People are revolutionary. West, they are very rational people. Even if you take this as even we have smaller states also, but can we any smaller state match the governance of them? Hardly. Even the South Indian states can't also. They may come close, but does not match the standard of governance here. Very effective. They are very non-corrupt. In India, like Kaushik Basu's study has done, he says there is Sanskritization of corruption. Corruption is in our genes, that etc. Lot of things he talked. Now he is enjoying his life. Now doesn't write much in Hindu. Before he used to write a lot. Now active on social media. What he posts pictures about life. Now not much intellectual things. So RTI resulted in proactive governance, cultivation of good values. Citizens get empowered. Civil society media has also played an important role in RTI. Issues are also there. Write down this much, then you write issues. See, RTI not much to tell, what to tell. Everyone knows little things. Huh? We'll do everything on Sunday, all answer writing. देखते अभी. Tomorrow also class will be there. On Sunday come for answer writing in the morning. 11? 10 then. Okay, I'll ask tomorrow and we'll let you know the time. But everyone will come, right? Will come. Why people go or don't come only, I guess, after answer writing? 2-3 people I see every time we want to do answer writing, they'll come after 2-3 days. We get a shock for 2 days. Mains you have to write answers only. Without answer, what you will do? That too, they have to write in 20 and 19 answers in ethics 20, in GS paper in 3 hours. Also, you know how laborious the process is: essay, GS1, GS2, GS3, GS4, then break, then that language, then optional. This so much laborious. Here you are peacefully sitting in AC. in writing. Different challenges happen there. That's why don't shy away from answer writing. At most, what will happen? You write wrong, but you learn. You cannot escape here. You have to do. If your writing means then. Prelims is not that taxing. It's only this. Only one paper is qualifying. Only one paper 2 hours is testing you. That too, not much. Prelims is relatively less laborious. Can't say it's easy, but less laborious. Prelims competition is high, quality, but here quantity is very high. Here quality people are there. You're getting chance this. You may not get this chance also in future of live evaluation and answer writing. Getting chance, then grab it. Why to get lot of it? एक साथ है फिर that class फिर 8 बजे तक चलती है. फिर problem many people start going. Sunday, not Saturday. So write down transparency. When citizens have accessibility to decisions, when citizens have accessibility to decisions of government, accessibility to decisions of government, citizens have accessibility to decisions of government. That is how and for what and why decisions have been made. That is how, for what, and why decisions are being made. And what is the output and outcome of this decisions? What is the output and outcome of these decisions? Output and outcome of these decisions. Then it results in transparency. You understand the difference between output and outcome, right? Then this results in transparency and openness. Transparency and openness. That is government which is inside. That is government which is inside becomes outside. Inside becomes outside. Therefore, transparency is opposite to secrecy. We have next heading RTI and transparency. Next heading, subheading RTI and transparency. RTI is the most important tool to promote transparency. RTI is the most important tool to promote transparency. Transparency should be in sync with RTI. Transparency should be in sync with RTI. Before RTI, government used to release information through press reports, CAG report, etc. This was more of top-down approach. More of top-down approach. Top-down. Whereas RTI promotes a bottom-up approach. Which is essential for good governance. Essential for good governance, citizen-friendly governance. And ethics in governance. Basic philosophy of RTI, next study. More or less similar to Citizen Charter. But has two different dimensions. First, masters have the right to know. Masters have the right to know. Masters, that is citizens, have the right to know what the government is doing. RTI empowers the citizens. Next continuation, RTI empowers the citizens by enabling right to know. Next, second, knowledge is considered as power. Bureaucracy has knowledge. That's why it's powerful. This secrecy results in corruption, malpractices. RTI, therefore RTI makes citizen knowledgeable, informed, bureaucracy shares power with citizens. By sharing knowledge. Which results in openness. Participation of citizens. Basically, democracy is about rule by people. Democracy is about rule by people, and people cannot rule effectively unless they have knowledge and information. Therefore, RTI empowers people and it empowers democracy. And it empowers democracy. Now write RTI and its features. RTI gives a legal right to seek information it's an implicit fundamental right. It's an implicit fundamental right. Next, they can seek information through PIO, that is Public Information Officer. They can seek information through PIO. Some information and some information and institutions are outside the purview of RTI. Information should be given within 30 days. Information should be provided within 30 days. Otherwise, there will be fine on the public servant. There is also grievance redressal through appeal mechanism. There is also provision for grievance redressal. Through appeal mechanism. Now next you write implementation, where it happened, where it happened. Sweden was the first country to adopt RTI in 1766. It is a constitutional right. Sweden was the first country to adopt RTI in 1766. 1766. 1766. It is a constitutional right. In India, Tamil Nadu was the first state to adopt RTI in 1997. RTI Act was enacted in 2005. Enacted in 2005 at the central level. United Nations considers RTI as a human right. According to UNDP, more than 60 countries have adopted RTI. What can be the issues? Just tell some issues. You must have studied in JS2 also, and it is always in news, RTI. Don't tell my points only. This is what discuss. No quality of info. Huge information dumping. They'll dump on you. ढूंढते रहो क्या information चाहिए तुम्हें. And but that is also security purposes. Political parties not, despite tax benefits. BCCA also not under RTI. They are also not RTI is there. Lack of training. That is how their information should be managed, how it should be indexed. This file has this information, this file has this information. Absence of indexing also. And so many RTI murders happen, they are threatened. So much always it has been RTI activist murder, activist artist threatened. And also there is a targeting of RTI activists. Not according to ARC2, not more than 50% people of this country are aware there is something called RTI also exists. No awareness. It was thought that RTI will be used for public interest, but many times RTI is filed for private interest. It is also 80% of RTI are for private interest, not public interest. Vested interest, harassment. The study was conducted by PricewaterhouseCoopers. You know PricewaterhouseCoopers. PwC. It found 75% of the respondents were not satisfied with the information, and they were also not satisfied with the behavior of the PIO, information officer. But now I guess already RTI online, state central government's RTI portal is very sophisticated and easy. Try to file RTI in state government or local government, your brain will start cramping. Where it is RTI, where to file. Also many times it happens, they give information exactly on the 30th day. 1 to 30 days, exactly on the 30th day. Quality of info. We had also filed RTI in Pooja Khedkar case, UPSC. Very vague replies. Interesting pinpoint questions were asked. Very vague replies it gave. It is personal information, we cannot be given. Let's see. Surrogate RTI. What is surrogate RTI? Yes, that's classification of information is not there. They'll say yes, it is under person information, everything. That is RTI. In a nutshell, but RTI has been a revolutionary tool in India. ARC2 says it has brought, it is a most important article since independence, most important act since independence to empower citizens. A lot of scams have been exposed under RTI, 2G scam, CWG and other society scam, weapon scam, many RTIs were found. These all scams were exposed due to RTI. But however, there are issues also. Government is always reluctant to share information. New amendments are brought which curtails the ambit of RTI. Tell Act 2023 it was brought. DPDP Act. Here it was so in news. In UPSC also in Mains 2023, in optional PubAd also a related question had come. And I guess in GS2 also it had come, or 3. The Read Hindu, there is something called as the Hindu also. Digital Personal Data Protection Act. This is where the past two, that is Act is 2023. This is, you are maybe referring to that broadcasting bill. This was passed and it was public-private information. It has private information will be outside the ambit. So many, then this will say yes, personal information, and so any information they can classify. If you are asked under government, some digital something information, they will say it is private information, cannot be given. So implicitly many acts have been brought. But that is right, but who will decide this is personal information? Yes, addresses are. That is okay, but even if they know that something may open up, and they will say it's a personal information, it can't be given. Intention matters. However, government should also know if they, in transparency, if promoting transparency, there may be some issues initially. Decision making may slow down. Yes, during UPA, lot of frivolous and vexatious RTIs were formed and slowed decision making. They were not taking any decisions. Policy paralysis. But in the long run, it will promote the culture of transparency and openness. And openness means information. Information means power, knowledge, and it means truth. And truth is lost, everything is lost. Because we have to build a society based on social capital, that is trust. This is largely RTI. Now write down. Later I'll give you some quotes on RTI. Now write under positive first, implementation positives. Culture of citizen friendly behavior. Culture of citizen friendly behavior. Proper record keeping. Culture of citizen friendly behavior. Proper record keeping. कौन सा लिखा है तो ओके हाँ proactive disclosures. Now what happens, government instead of people filing RTI, they disclose many information, self disclosure on their website. Many information is already given, phone numbers etc, or what decision there. Proactive disclosure of citizen getting empowered. Good, some regulatory bodies are also waking up. Yesterday, you read that notification of FSSI. So something now differentiating has started in marketing milk products. A2, A1 milk, A2 milk, A1 milk, A2 milk is good, below Nagi is good. They say there is no difference in the nutrition of A2 and A1 milk. It's just a marketing gimmick. The only difference is exactly structure of the molecules. So many were exploiting this. You go and check or see, very expensive they were saying, selling in name of Gir cow milk, etc. A1, A2 milk. It's just a marketing gimmick, but that some regulatory bodies are active proactively. I think regulatory bodies is there in GS2, right? There you can use this example. So now implementation issues. Not more than 50% people are aware of RTI. Not more than 50% people are aware of RTI. Next, it was expected RTI will be used for public purposes. But 80% of the RTIs are used for personal interest. There has been prosecution murder, there has been prosecution harassment. And even murder of RTI activists. According to the study by PwC, According to the study by PwC, PricewaterhouseCoopers. Coopers. It's a consultancy agency. Yes. Deloitte also big firm. The big four. The big four auditing agencies. Once Government of India also questions their auditing report that it downgraded some India's ratings. Funny things. It was found 75% of the people were not happy with the behavior of the PIO. And the quality of information. Information. Also, many frivolous and vexatious RTI. Vexatious RTI. Write with RTI with vested interest if you don't want to use complicated words. Slows down decision making in the government. That's why many government officials go slow in making decisions and releasing information. Government officials go slow in making decisions and giving information. Now write the conclusion in a nutshell. Artist is considered by ARC2 as a paradigm shift in government. As a paradigm shift in government. And is the most important legislation and is the most important legislature since independence. Although there are issues of government lacking commitment, and there have been attempts to reduce its jurisdiction by amending laws, new acts such as Whistleblower Act, Digital Personal Data Protection Act. Digital Personal Data Protection Act. However, government should know that transparency is important. Transparency is important in improving quality of governance in long run. It imbibes truth in governance. As it imbibes truth in governance, that is, government should speak truth and share information. Government should speak truth and share information. Should not be fearful of truth. Should not be fearful of truth. As truth is lost, everything is lost. Should not be fearful of truth. See, some quotes may be helpful on RTI. Corruption thrives at dark places and avoids at open places. This is by Woodrow Wilson. Now whether it has been recorded or no, the voice. Corruption thrives at dark places, avoids at open places. A government which is not open is farce. James Madison, Woodrow Wilson, father of public administration, also both were the President of United States, and this philosophy is the foundation of Constitution of US. Okay? Huh? Dono. Also, RTI has liberated India for the second time. When was India first liberated? Yes, this is second time. According to Subhash Agarwal, RTI Act is more than 9 or 90,000 RTIs he has filed. RTI is a master key to good governance, none other than second ARC. That report title is only RTI is a master key to good governance. RTI marks an end to an era of darkness and beginning of light. ARC 2. You want to write down, it will help in introduction, etc. in having impactful introduction. Corruption thrives at dark places, at dark places and avoids at open places. Woodrow Wilson. Thrives and avoids at open places. A government which is not open is farce. James Madison. Government which is not open is farce. Madison. James Madison. J. James Madison. There is Madison Square Park also. James Madison. Should I change? RTI has liberated India for the second time. Subhash Agarwal, more than 90,000 RTIs he has filed. RTI is a master key to good governance. When question comes in good governance and RTI writes this, RTI is a master key. Or this only will question come. RTI is a master key, analyze. Second ARC. So you have to justify. Other tools are also required for good governance. Not only RTI won't alone suffice. RTI marks an end of an era of darkness and beginning of lightness, a beginning of light. Second ARC again. Light.
Sir, you are seeing
But वो तो बहुत ही path breaking and innovative ideas हैं सारे ARC to. Path breaking and innovative ideas. Very detailed reports. I guess 16 or 17 reports they have released. Huge bulky reports. हाँ हो सकते हैं. But I think it's more of an objective assessment. A lot of things they talked about. See this, woman is attempting suicide. See this. Police personnel coming. And so, what you going to connect? Which values? Yes, that is okay, but specific to civil services. See, no safety harness, they are also risking their life. Unstinting devotion to duty, always devotion to duty, even in hard times, courage of conviction also. This is, all this also, I guess this Ola driver also showed compassion and He also didn't leave the woman. See, I guess it was he who caught her first. See, also societal functions, societal responsibilities here. See now he has caught. So courage also he didn't, ran also. So that is ethics, devotion to duty. Use these examples. Writing will be helpful, highly enriching. Woman was saved from committing suicide at Atal Setu Bridge. Dramatic rescue by police personnel who were not even having any safety harness, risked their life, showing unstinting devotion to duty, courage of conviction, adhering to the civil services values. Unstinting devotion to duty. Showing courage of conviction, adhering to the civil services values. Adhering to civil services values. So we are discussing how code of ethics is also inherent in code of conduct also. This code of ethics, I think devotion to duty was given by ARC too. Then without code of ethics also people are motivated by individual values. Public service motive, that triangle of first individual values. No code of ethics but still individual values. So that's it for today. We'll meet tomorrow at 3:30.